Welcome to Married to Movies. Industry insiders John Russell and Tracy Kring live and work happily in cinematrimony. They're sharing behind-the-scenes adventures of writing, producing, and appreciating films.
Good morning, babe.
Good morning, babe. How you doing?
Good.
I had a little spa day.
Yeah.
You trimmed me up. You did a great job.
Yeah, we periodically, because I cut all of our hair, it's not that difficult.
And we were listening to the new Taylor Swift album. What did you think?
I really liked it. There were like 3 or 4 songs on it that I really loved the lyrics to.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
You know, and she mentioned Gallatin Road, which we know very well from Tennessee.
I know that very well.
My brother went to school with Taylor Swift, and he went on one date with her.
Yeah, we were in that area when she was growing up. So
things are crazy right now. Things are absolutely insane. There are Black Hawk helicopters that are dropping people onto the roofs of Chicago. Okay.
Well, I hope we're filming this.
It's such a joke.
Is
Babies
Michael Bay there?
Playing war games is what it is. I don't care what your politics are. I know you may not agree with me out there, but if you were in that building and every single person in that building was zip tied until they found out their immigration status.
I'm suing.
They were held until their immigration status was checked.
I'm fucking getting injured and I'm suing their asses.
I mean, are you kidding me? I don't care. I don't care who you voted for. Do you believe in that?
You should not zip tie me. My hands don't even work.
That's a good point. That they could have hurt you.
They would have really hurt me, and I would have sued their fucking asses.
I mean, it is insane. And the idea that this is not everywhere, we got to fight back. We got to push back. Like what Newsom has done. What Newsom has done has been hilarious.
Well, and that's kind of the only thing you can do with a bully.
Yeah, you
get crazier.
You got to get crazier. You got to make him look like a fool. You got to make him look like an idiot. What they did with Disney Plus, pushing back.
Nobody canceled subscriptions for Steven.
Well, I think some people did, but I mean, that was a little bit of a different situation.
Yeah.
But I've been watching Jimmy Kimmel's monologues, and I've been realizing why I don't watch Jimmy Kimmel monologues. I love Jimmy Kimmel. I really appreciate him. It's more of a blunt instrument. You know, Stephen Colbert was interviewing Lady Gaga, and it was like this really deep interview.
It was like a 60 Minutes interview.
It was like a 60 Minutes interview. And it was like existential. And she really got into it. And it was just like, no, Fallon and Kimmel would not have done that. We watched Bring Her Back finally. And it's supposed to be like one of the scariest movies of the year. Weapons and Bring Her Back and Sinners are kind of like the biggest horror movies of this year.
They're horror movies.
Yes.
Okay, but I wouldn't consider them really scary.
And that's the question. What is scary?
There were definitely parts in Bring Her Back that were just kind of like gross, really, really disturbingly gross.
Yes.
You know, like knives and mouths.
Knives and mouths.
That's gross.
Oh, that's rough.
I think everybody at some point in school has heard the old wives' tale or the urban legend of the girl who licked the peanut butter off of the knife and cut her tongue.
I have not heard that. That's horrific.
Bring Her Back had that same woman who's very strange from, is it The Shape of Water?
I don't know what she was.
The one with the mermaid dude.
You're right. I think it was The Shape of Water.
Yeah.
Yes. She was great in it.
She's like the new Amanda Plummer.
She is so crazy
the kind of
in this movie.
Beautifully awkward, quirky girl.
It's kind of like the evils of foster care. Like what can happen if you get in the wrong foster care situation? It's this pair of writers. They had a bunch of success on YouTube with their horror shorts. And then they did Talk to Me, which was a huge, huge hit. And a movie I actually like better than this one.
But I mean, Talk to Me kind of loses it towards the end.
That's the thing, is that when you kind of look at the plotting of Bring Her Back, it's kind of like Talk to Me, where it's like, it's thin.
I don't know if the characters necessarily are full enough that their plot makes much sense.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of convenience.
But there were people that would say that a horror movie doesn't have to make sense.
Well, I think that's the thing that's the most scary is the stakes. is that it does make sense that
Okay.
this person is trying to do this. Why does she want to bring her kid back? Is there deep guilt? Did she actually have a little bit of something to do? Was she overwhelmed with motherhood and she maybe watched her daughter drown instead of helped her?
Right.
And she's trying to redeem herself and bring her daughter back?
I don't know.
No, exactly.
I don't know. I don't know any of that.
There's no complicated thought whatsoever
Right.
to these characters.
Right, exactly.
It's like they are a piece on a Monopoly board.
that we
and
are
that's
moving
the
around
shoe.
to, yeah.
And that's the hat.
One-
Everybody has to have something that they want.
Right.
That's like the rule,
Well,
right?
the one part of the film that was really scary was this VHS tape of
The scariest part of
right.
talk to her or
Bring her back.
bring her
Talk
back.
to me.
Talk to me. Talk
and,
to her.
and bring her back.
Bring her back to talk to me.
Yes, please.
Are they just creating a sentence?
They're just a long sentence. Yes, exactly.
What was I going to say?
I don't know what you were going to say, babe. We started this movie called Honey Don't last night,
Oh, God.
which is Ethan Coen is writing these movies with this other writer,
Please
this female
stop.
writer.
Please stop.
And he wrote one called Drive Away Dolls.
Oh,
we
the
watched-
scariest thing
What?
about that movie.
No, good God, babe. We're off this now.
The scariest thing about Bring Her Back
We can't come back to
was
this.
the opening of the film.
Okay, the
The
opening of the film.
first scenes of the film were
All
the
right.
scariest,
All right.
where these people are recording with a VHS.
And they're doing like
something.
this culty thing that she's trying to
Yeah, it's
do
like, what
herself.
is
Yeah.
happening? And this is a tape that our
Right.
character that we're following of this
This
mother.
this is the Pinterest video that she is following the
It's like her recipe.
of to go
She's
ahead.
like, I don't
and-
know. Did I do it wrong? Is
yeah.
that why this isn't working?
Exactly.
And then she'll watch the tape.
Did she put in too much baking soda? Who knows?
And evidently, the
Yeah.
people who've made this tape of like how to
These Russians, yes.
this
Russian cult, yeah.
witchy cult, of how to like bring someone back from the dead.
Which is very complicated and very disgusting, and I don't recommend it, folks.
But they've like had to go through every scenario so that you can like fast forward to like what happens if they get outside the circle.
Yeah.
Oh, do this.
Right.
Make little circles on their forehead. Like, okay. Okay.
Honey Don't. It's Ethan Coen doing another movie without his brother, Joel Coen. He has done two of these movies. One was
Why?
Drive Away Dolls, and one is Honey Don't. They're both
terrible.
yeah. We both films we started for about 15 minutes, and we were like, no.
Why
Just
do they
no.
Why do they Okay, so like maybe the other brother evens out the dialogue so that it's
Right.
bearable.
Yeah, Joel Coen. Yeah, he might, because it almost felt like Raising Arizona, except not good and not funny.
Yeah.
And there was
It's
this
all like, hey, honey, baby.
private detective played by Margaret Qualley named Honey. And she was like, yeah, baby, this is like the 1940s detective. Yeah, look at them gams, you know.
It was really bad.
You were like making up some 1940s stuff. It was pretty funny last night.
Well, I was like, when I kiss her, it tastes like a red lipstick and she smells like Florida water. And you were like, Florida water?
What the fuck is Florida water? But it's a thing. Florida water is a thing, folks.
Duh. It's like a super, super old perfume.
Yes, exactly. It's like, look at them gams. They go all the way up to the Empire State Building. It's just stupid shit.
You're as smart as a plugged nickel, gift wrapped in a $2 bill.
Joel and Ethan need to get back together. The Coen brothers.
And possibly
Whew.
have reference material.
Yeah, something.
Like when
now.
they do book adaptations or something like that.
Something.
It keeps them on track.
That's a good point. They do use a lot of adaptation, but man, they need each other. They need each other like McCartney and Lennon need each other.
You and I, if we did separate projects like that, if we would need each other like that.
That's a really good question. That's really, I think look, I got to be straight. I think I need you more than you need me. You can write a separate project. You wrote the movie The Night We Met pretty much entirely on your own. We did somebody else's podcast this week.
We were on a podcast.
A podcast!
A podcast.
And you really enjoyed it. You said, I could do this all the time.
Well, yeah, I kind of do.
Well, yes, but I think that there was a time when you were kind of like, I don't know if I really want to do this. You've had a lot of growth
Be
in
in
this
front
area.
of people.
Yeah, you've had a
Be
lot of
in
growth.
public.
Yeah, you've had a lot of growth in this area. You always kind of felt like I was the face of the operation.
You were the person who actually enjoyed
Mhm.
like being in public
Yes.
and like, talking to people, networking,
Yes.
things like that. I mean, I get to the point where I'm extraordinarily overloaded.
When I was in, I think, the 3rd grade, there was a talent show.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, well, what am I going to do in this talent show? I'm trying to think because I really wanted to be in the talent show. And I was called into the teacher's office or the principal. I don't know who I was called into. But they said, would you like to be the MC for the talent show?
Right.
And boy, did I get bit by that bug. I loved it. I had my aqua blue 3-piece leisure suit, probably would be the accurate terminology for it. And I was happy as a pig in shit. I just loved being that MC. And I think I've never lost that.
Well, I also was an MC in
Okay.
school plays.
Okay.
Yes. And
Is this a
something
contest?
happened.
Oh,
I was extraordinarily good at memorizing things.
yes.
Um,
You were brilliant at that.
I don't know. Something happened and, I just kind of like had a lot more anxiety.
I think it's a cultural thing. I think that
Women are told to shut up.
they are.
Yeah.
They are,
Probably.
and I remember when I was teaching you guitar and you were like, I don't want to make loud noises. Yeah, it was a great experience. And when that podcast comes out, we'll send people a link and
Yeah, it'll be a couple
post it.
weeks.
Yeah.
It'll
And
be a couple
we'll
weeks.
let people know. Got some new movies at the library.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Well, these were depressing. Incredible.
Oh, yes. Well, we finally saw this movie that Roman Polanski directed called The Pianist. For some reason,
Dude, everybody
I know
knows
everybody
The
knows this
Pianist.
movie, and for some reason, I had never seen it, and you had never seen it.
Adrian Brody,
Mm-hmm.
the projects he chooses are also,
Sometimes
like
they
The
can be-
Brutalist or
yeah,
something.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
can be rough.
they're going to
rough.
be kind of quiet, character driven.
For those of you who don't remember, The Pianist is basically about the ghettoization. All of the Jews in Warsaw, Poland, moved into the ghettos and then moved out of the ghettos, and Adrian Brody somehow is able to hide and stay all the way through World War II.
Adrian Brody's character is kind of like a famous.
Yes.
Because he's been on Radio Poland or whatever.
His celebrity is what saves his life.
I think it
it
probably
really
is.
Yes.
And like he's able to still do work.
People
even
are
though-
always like helping him because
Yeah.
he is a celebrity.
Well, yeah, because he's an artist, and
Right.
and they appreciated his
Oh, his amazing.
work.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I guess Adrian Brody had to figure out how to play the piano some or something.
It was incredibly effective as
And-
a Holocaust movie.
Man,
It really made you feel.
yeah, and Roman Polanski is man, it's really difficult when people do bad things, but
When
they
people-
also make great things.
Yeah, when they're a great artist and separating the art from the artist. He's a very difficult one
And
for
should
that.
you? And should you do that?
Well, and also the fact
that
if you
movie
thi-
was fucking brilliant.
if you think about the fact,
I had like a long think about this.
okay,
About evil dudes.
evil,
Just motherfuckers.
yes. Right,
Charles Manson and Hitler, and they're not equivalent, but they're
No.
both evil fuckers.
right.
Okay.
I feel like Charles Manson was inspired by Hitler.
Roman Polanski, married to Sharon Tate.
Mm-hmm.
She's pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Manson family kills Sharon Tate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Roman Polanski's world was crashed down upon him.
Absolutely.
And then what does that do to him that he's
starts messing around with.
He rapes this 13 to
this
14-year-old,
13,
and whatever the story there is, who cares?
Likely would not have happened if Sharon Tate had not been murdered by Charles
Well, if he had
Manson.
a wife and kid.
Yes, absolutely.
Would he even have been at the same place?
Would he have been in that same position? No. Okay. He wouldn't.
He doesn't want to get convicted. He runs away. Hides in mostly France. And then
continually making movies.
But also you're sitting there in France. You're sitting there much closer to, he's got a Polish last name,
he's talking about his family too in the movie, in
The
Pianist.
That's what really I got was, here's another evil dude, Hitler, same as Manson in his family, in his life. Okay.
And some might say
killing his family.
But some might say Polanski actually becomes somewhat more of an evil dude with what he did. The way the evil infects is horrible, and the way that it destroys.
But also, like, the decent human beings who came into his life. I just felt like it was an amazing movie. It's a very important, probably, to see.
You have to take it or you have to fight. And it showed both in the film.
I appreciated that it showed, what was actually going on at the ground level. Because usually in these kinds of movies, it's not a character. It's a mass of people. It's a big group of people that are experiencing something. And you get an insight into Polanski himself.
True.
Through that film.
And it's a much better performance than Adrian Brody gives in Brutalist. Even though Brutalist is, he's still great.
I don't even know how Adrian Brody survived making that movie, honestly.
Yeah, it was. And then for some reason, we watched another movie that I had seen like the cover of and heard of called Incident in a Ghostland. And didn't know anything about it. It was like,
oh God,
oh man, that one was a mess too.
Now that director definitely had some trauma.
Yes, is the same director who did Martyrs, which anybody who knows anything about Martyrs, it's like one of the most disturbing films of all time. It's like up there in disturbing films. And this movie, man, you know what it kind of reminded me of? It was like a really long Masters of Horror, like Jennifer or Moonface or something
rough.
Like that.
It was rough.
It was really rough.
And it was weird because it was also fetish. Were you getting that?
Yeah,
like it was also trying to be a little tantalizing.
Yeah.
No, but like if you're into that.
Yeah. Whatever.
You do whatever you want to do, guys.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat. But it was nasty. It was also kind of Rob Zombie-ish.
Everybody's dirty.
Texas Chainsaw,
The Hills Have Eyes.
Yes.
I was getting that for sure.
Yes. We had one palate cleanser called Green and Gold.
Craig T. Nelson.
We love you, Craig T. Nelson.
Is he alive?
I think he is.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he is still alive. And it was kind of about Green Bay Packers, and it was about farming.
It's about this grandpa who's going to lose his farm.
Yeah, it was kind of Hoosiers meets It's a Wonderful Life meets.
But it's like got like the granddaughter who basically like wants to be a singer and wants to move away from the farm.
It would take cliches, I think, and then it would turn them.
Yeah.
And make them actually more interesting. One of those movies, I'd never even heard of it before.
And it was like, is this a faith-based film?
It kind of felt like it was going to be a faith-based film.
But then it was like, no, it's just a part of their life.
Yeah, the church was a part of their life, and the pastor was a great character.
But one thing, okay, this damn grandma, she's like fixing up the outside of their house.
Craig T. Nelson's wife is just begging to get killed in this movie.
She's begging for it. Like every time we go back to what the grandma's doing, she's like
stripping paint.
She's stripping paint
off the side of the house, like up on the roof.
Damn it, Grandma.
And then she's like going up these steps. In the snow.
It's not a shock.
Like the worst shoes possible.
With her Sunday church shoes on. It is not a shock. We know the entire time what's going to happen to Grandma.
Grandma is falling off that ladder and splitting her head open.
I thought that was a little... It's not even telegraphing. What is it if it's not telegraphing?
Calligraphy.
It's like a billboard.
Yeah, it was sort of like in Hot Shots where the guy was named Dead Meat.
It sounds like we watch a lot of movies.
We do watch a lot of movies. Well, this is Married to Movies, babe.
No,
so
but like
half of what we do is married and movies.
I don't know if people understand that we actually do watch a lot of movies.
We do.
Like every single day, we're going to watch 2 movies.
If it's possible. I saw a movie that I've always heard about as one of the greatest movies of all time. It's Martin Scorsese's favorite film, The Red Shoes. Wow. It was incredible.
You had never seen that.
It's
shocking the like movies you've never seen.
It felt so integral to the filmmaking experience because there were so many things in that film that I was like, oh, all of these films have taken from this. This is like the well that so many other films have drawn from, whether they be musicals like La La Land or a chorus line or, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. What I loved about it and was very surprised by that it was a very feminist story. It was really about these 2 guys who said that they loved this woman, but really didn't give a shit about her. They just cared about what they cared about.
What they needed out of it.
What they needed, yes. Whether it was they needed her to be a wife or they needed her to be a dancer, but nobody asked her what she wanted. There is one character and another.
In the audience.
It comes in.
Oh my God, that's a great.
It's one of the greatest edits I've ever seen.
Yeah. Really, really interesting use of mat work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just like, it's a really good example of a film from that time. And oh my God. It's not a very epic film, but there's so many people crammed into every scene.
It's true.
It's not like a Gone with the Wind epic.
No.
But
but it's a different kind of epic. Yeah.
My God, there's like 500 extras.
Well, something like
in every scene.
Something like Black Swan is just basically a remake of The Red Shoes.
Totally.
And it's also a film about being hungry, about, wanting, this composer who really wanted to become something and this dancer at the same time and the way that they intersected and eventually destroy each other.
Because that does happen a lot in creative relationships.
Mm-hmm.
People just destroy each other.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is exactly. If it's a situation, if it's an ego, if it's...
In any relationship, you have to have 2 things. You have to be a fan of the person, whoever you're in the relationship with, and you have to be able to call them down.
Mm-hmm.
And both of those things have to be there at all times. I can be a fan of you, or I can call you on your shit. I can call you on your shit, or I could be a fan of you.
But everybody has to agree to those terms.
Those are the terms.
So many situations in my life are a menage a trois.
Whoa!
They are 3 people. It involves 3 people.
Interesting.
Like if you have a friend or if you have a business, if you have a edit or if you have so many of my situations are 3 people.
Okay.
And usually one person goes crazy.
Yeah, it can happen.
And you also have to be careful that 2 of you aren't ganging up together too much,
That's true.
I don't know. It's weird. I am super excited and could have binged the entire thing last night. The new Ed Gein.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that you were that into it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was
Ed
messed up.
Fucking King Edward Theodore Gein.
You know more about it than I do.
I feel like that's his
archetype
name. I don't know.
Of so many serial killers.
Yeah. Ed Gein's work because it's in so many stories and movies.
Yeah.
Psycho, like
Silence of the Lambs.
I can make a list of ideas and
Texas
stories
Chainsaw
and films.
Massacre. I mean, pretty much every single horror film has taken.
Every kind
Ed
of
Gein is like the
thing.
Led Zeppelin of horror. Okay, it's like, or the Beatles of horror.
No, I would say
Everybody
he's like
taken.
he's like the rhythm and blues.
Yeah.
He's the one they base Rolling Stones listens to and says, "Hey, we want to be like that."
That's the Muddy Waters.
Or Elvis Presley listens to that and says, "I want to be like that."
Yeah.
No, he's the fucking blues.
I don't think that you should fetishize Ed Gein this way.
No, I know,
how
but
much you love Ed Gein. People are gonna get a weird vibe.
It is. He is the weirdest person. And the
Oh.
first shot I saw of him in this show, who's the guy who does all the monster shows?
It's Ryan Murphy.
Ryan Murphy.
Ryan Murphy. Yeah.
I mean, the first 10 minutes of that movie are just like, I'm just like, yes, bitch.
Yeah,
Because
Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy.
he's
Yeah.
strangling himself on the back of a door.
And he kind of talks like this.
I love it. And he's wearing his mother's underwear and garter belt and wanking it. What's that called when you do self?
Autoerotic
He's
asphyxiation. Yeah.
Wanking it hard. And his mom like opens the door and he falls in the floor and she starts reading the Bible to him and trying to save his soul. And the first time
it's the sister, played by the sister from Roseanne.
Jackie,
yes.
love that. And the whole time I'm just like, ooh, bitch. Because I'm like, once this mama dies,
yeah,
this
shit's
is
gonna
about
get
to
crazy.
Fucking shit.
Shit's gonna get crazy.
Woo!
Yeah.
Because bitch had, okay, I think I'm telling the truth here. You Google it. Bitch had this little like story of grave robbers, okay, in a book, right? And he got super into like dead things and grave robbing, okay? He like sleeps out in the graveyard when his mama dies.
You're getting so excited about this.
But listen to this.
Our audience is really worried about you.
One of the first things Ed Gein does is fucking stay out there, dig up his mama. He can't leave the graveyard. He's like so attached to her. Digs his mama up, twists her head off, and shrinks her head.
Yes. Shrinks his mother's head. Well, we don't know if they're going to show that or not. But
I hope they do. Oh my God.
Okay. Well,
and then, I mean, like a lot of people know about Ed Gein's murders.
Right.
Okay. Like the things he might have. No, dude. He was freaking going nuts on graveyards, digging people up, bringing them home.
All right.
He would like be like in the paper, like, oh, a 40-year-old woman died. Boing.
That was like Tinder for Ed Gein, man.
Yeah, he was like, swipe. What's the good one?
Swipe left, swipe right, swipe right.
If I could come home tonight and watch the whole thing, I know this is going to be a thing that I continue to watch. I think the dude from Sons of Anarchy.
Yes, Charlie Hunnam. Yeah.
Killing it.
That's
Costume
right.
department.
Thank
Killing
you.
it. Oh my God. They must have looked at every single picture.
I'm swiping right on this corpse.
They had to have looked at every picture of Ed Gein and
of course.
gotten the hat exactly right.
Okay.
And the jacket exactly right.
Wow. I had no idea you had so much passion about Ed fucking Gein. Okay.
Dude, he is the original gangster.
I know he is. Yes,
serial killer.
He is the original.
In my opinion,
yes, he is the OG. Yes, he is. Okay. I read this story about Steven Spielberg, and he was talking about Schindler's List. What he said was that he would get random calls from his friend Robin Williams, and he would not know when it was going to happen, and it was almost like the worse the day was, the more likely Robin would end up calling him. And all Robin did was just make him laugh. Just busted him up, and it just made... He said that it got him through the shoot, which I thought was really, really incredible. And I've also heard of like Hunter Thompson had these relationships with people where he would call them in the middle of the night.
Can you say Hunter Thompson without saying Hunter S. Thompson?
When I read about that, about Robin Williams and thinking about Hunter S. Thompson, I was thinking, why am I not doing that? You know, who are the people in my life that I could be connecting with on an ongoing basis and sort of being water in the desert for them? And I thought it was, what a beautiful thing that is, that when somebody looks back on your life, that's something that they think about, that you were that person that was there for them.
I actually think about that a lot. Like, what am I doing for the people, in my little sphere, in my little circle? What impact am I having on them? Because like out there and whatever you're creating and doing for a living and all of that stuff, like whatever, right. I don't expect to make an impact on a large amount of people, but like the 50 people that are my closest 50 people, like what am I in their lives?
Well, I felt like I really have learned that the thing that people remember about you more than anything else is how you made them feel.
Yeah.
It's good, bad, ugly. How did this person make me feel?
Yeah.
And when I think about this person, that is what lives. That's what sticks with me. That is the spirit that hangs on to a person, is how they make people feel. So Robin Williams made Steven Spielberg feel great at a moment when he really, really needed him.
Well, we had a comment on one of our, the one where I called you an idiot about the curtain.
Which one? You got to be more specific, Tracy.
The curtain.
You call me an idiot all the time.
No, I don't. That's a very specific word I use for comedy. Someone said, like, oh my God, y'all have such a great marriage. And like, the thing
that's true. Lisa, who listens to the show, said, you guys are so great. I know you'll be together forever because we're always busting each other's balls.
Well, no, I think it's that thing you were talking about is like, can you really give them the honest truth? But like also like not in a cruel way.
No.
You know, like this morning when I was mowing your hair, I was like, you know, if you're going to go bald, like I really don't like the way that greasy bald heads look. So if you want me to like kiss your bald head, it's going to have to be like a clean bald head.
Yes. This is what you said. You basically said, I'm not going to kiss your head if it's greasy. I think what I determined is I don't care if you kiss my head or not. I'm going to wash my hair as much as I'm going to wash my hair. I'm not purposely washing my hair more so that I can get more kisses.
Okay, that's fair. We often joke like that no one's getting out of this marriage alive.
This is true.
You're going to either die or be killed by the other one.
Exactly. That's the way it ends.
No, I don't ever even think about it.
Right.
Like it's not a thing that even ever crosses my mind because it's like we're sewn together.
This is true. Okay, how are we going to end this? I don't have any way to end this.
No, that's good. Just do that.
How do I end this?
How do I end it?
We're sewn together. We cannot end it.
It's hard not to get romantic about movies. Thanks for listening to Married to Movies.